Okay, so we've seen phone docks, we've seen tablet docks, but let's not forget that a fair few of us are still using laptops and we want to expand our productivity on those. Let's bring in Nick Markovsky back in LA. How are you doing, Nick?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well. So Nick, how are you going to enable me to expand my productivity using my laptop? I do remember when I was able to plug in my laptop to 2 screens in standard definition and thought that was amazing, but you're going clearly quite a few steps further.
We are, yeah, thanks. So dual 4K has sort of become passé in many respects, right, in universal docking. So Targus has been in universal docking for 7-8 years, and we've had dual 4K docks for a majority of that time. But I will tell you that we've moved into quad, so 4 4K displays. So a single USB-C connection from your host device into this docking station enables 4 4K displays. So that's a heck of a lot of real estate, and for somebody who needs multiple screens and has multiple apps running at the same time, this is the solution. And again, highly universal. We'll work with Mac, PC, Linux, you name it, in terms of operating systems and PCs. And again, if you need more than 2 displays, this is the way to go. Plug it in and it'll work.
Now that's going to be a serious drain on my laptop, isn't it? If I'm plugging in a dock and I'm trying to push something out to 4 displays, I'm going to need your chill mats to cool the fan. I'm going to need an extra big battery or an extender, aren't I, on my laptop?
Yeah, no, not at all. The magic of this dock is something called DisplayLink, and what that's doing is it's compressing video. So there's software on your host device, and there's hardware inside of the docking station. So you compress on this side on the host, it transmits through USB-C, and then decompresses and renders on the docking station to your displays. Most of the heavy lifting is being done by the dock. Yeah.
But am I able to keep my laptop charged at the same time as being able to push everything out?
Yeah, definitely. So this guy supplies 100 watts of USB-C power delivery power, but then it also supplies 90 watts of legacy power. So if you're driving a USB-A based host device, you've got 90 watts of legacy power here as well. So this thing literally plays nice with practically every PC that exists. Yeah.
Now, I'm a video guy, and in front of me I have 3 4K monitors, and I feel slightly greedy even having that. Who is this product aimed at? Who needs 4 4K monitors? Let's be honest.
Yeah, so you can imagine day traders, right? Stock folks who need to have all the tickers up and all of this sort of thing. It makes a lot of sense. Call centers, right? So if you've got a couple of different chats on 2 or 3 different windows, and you've got your own email, etc. So really, and again, I'm using 4, and if I go back to 3, I'm not going to like it, right? So, but it's one of those. If you just need the real estate, single USB-C connection to the Dock 570 for 4K.
Yeah, you must be very proud because you've won all sorts of awards, haven't you? Innovation awards.
We
you
have.
are the innovation guy, so it's
That's
well
right.
done to you.
Yeah, right. It's all up to me, yes. So, but yes, the Dock 570 did win a CES Innovation Award, and we've also got a Dock 520 as well, which is for HD displays. But the Dock 570 for 4K, this is the guy. This is the big boy, yeah.
We've heard about docking stations now, but that's great for me as a consumer or as an employee. But you're also making some smart docking stations as part of a much bigger kind of enterprise level solution, which gives that 30,000 foot view onto the enterprise. I'm very excited about this, I have to say. So tell me about that kind of solution and what you've got going on there.
Yeah, sure, thanks. So as I mentioned, Targus has been in docking for 7-8 years, right? So we start to wonder, okay, we're doing really well with these universal docking stations, but sort of what's next, right? What's next in our mind is mirror logic. So mirror logic is basically smart enabled IoT connected docking. So what exactly does that mean? So effectively, this is a dual 4K USB-C docking station that we've enabled with a single board computer, an SBC, an IoT computer, effectively. So it's sort of embedded in the top here. What that guy is enabling us to do is to connect other Bluetooth peripherals that are effectively IoT endpoint devices that are collecting data from the enterprise, from the desk, from an individual desk, collecting all of that data, sending it up to the cloud, and allowing users to understand what is going on at the enterprise, right? In terms of what exactly is happening and what data is happening and is beneficial and useful at the desk.
So what would the real world benefits be for the company for doing something like this? Because this looks like it's just aggregating all the data from different workstations and providing that real-time overview, but I can imagine there's lots of different benefits.
Yeah, for sure. So you can imagine, if you had, X number of thousand smart power strips installed, so you can really begin to understand what's happening on the power consumption side of things, right? So apply power schedules to turn on and off an entire building worth of hardware effectively, right? So you can imagine the direct to the bottom line ROI on the power consumption side. Yeah.
So I can understand that it's very exciting potentially for a company to be using this. A couple of questions though, briefly. Security obviously must be paramount. And also from my point of view as an employee, isn't it a little bit creepy to know that you're monitoring me at my desk?
Yeah, no, very good question. So on the security side, we actually went out to a third-party cybersecurity firm, gave them all of this, multiple versions of all of this hardware, and said, break into it, hack this. And it came back to us. They effectively do that and grade the system. They grade the platform. They came back to us and we did really well. So we're feeling very good about the security side of this platform for sure. Now on the privacy piece of it, let's be very clear, this is not a camera, right? This is not actually a camera that's capturing anything identifiable about an individual person. Now, should an enterprise choose to enable NFC, and the NFC is tied to an ID card, then my identity as Nick will be known by the system when I wand in, but that's ultimately up to the enterprise, right? And I think we can all agree that a lot of that information is already being collected by enterprises today, so this is really nothing new in that respect.
So this is super exciting stuff, and I imagine that you can take it all sorts of places now you've got this kind of smart IoT platform in place.
Yeah, for sure. So a big one for us has been working on the safe return to the office, right? So with COVID, there's all sorts of ambiguity with when are we returning to the office, what does that look like? Many times customers have come to us and said, hey, how can Miralogic help with that? So what we're actually doing right now is formulating a set of new features that are actually going to enable automated enforcement of social distancing, right? So imagine authenticating into a desk and having the neighboring desks turned off and disabled to enable social distancing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. I guess that's the beauty of having a holistic approach, and that's something that you guys at Targus can think about doing, where you've got an entire platform where the possibilities, once you've built the core platform, can then start springing out from that. I think that's amazing. Nick, thank you so much for your time.